Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. It is Karen here with you today. Today I'm going to share with you a page that I am creating in my smaller Dylusions journal. I had a bit of leftover paint and a stencil, which is what you can see through underneath the gesso there that I started off. So I put the leftover paint on my page and then I've gessoed over the top later. So what I'm doing here is I have some distress inks and I'm just putting them onto my little rectangle gel plate and wetting it with a little bit of water and then smooshing it onto my page. So it's making some really cool and interesting colour splotches there. So once I've got it dry, I'm going to add some of Dina's new stamps over the top. So I've got this leaf one here that I've just put some white paint on, but unfortunately the white paint has disappeared into the background, so you can't actually see my leaves. Gosh, things don't always work out for me when I'm doing my art journaling, but anyway, I come up with a solution here in a minute. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this Crafters Workshop stencil and some paint, and I'm going to add a little bit more colour and another layer into my background. So just with, just a little bit of pink paint there. That looks pretty, matches in quite nice. So now I've got some old book paper here, which is old collage paper, and I'm going to stamp my leaves onto that and then cut them out. So I'm still using the white paint that I had, and yep, fixing up the paint blob. Because the paint's all nice and dry, I can just wipe it off, so it's not going to muck up the background. It's not going to hurt it at all if you wipe it off quick enough. So while I've got my leaves cut out now, I'm just deciding on where I'm going to pop them, which ends up there. So I'm going to glue them down with a little bit of gel medium. Oodles of gel medium. I always seem to squirt out far too much, or they're not enough. Dear me. Anyway, so they look pretty cool there in the background there. So now I've got an image here from Michelle Grant. It's from her Unity art pack. I'll put a link to it in the description box. And the girl is actually holding a wheat leaf strand, I guess you'd say. Whatever. Anyway, you can't really see that one once I've glued it all down. And I've just added a little bit of extra of the distress inks over the top of that rice paper to help blend that rice paper into the background, you know, so it looks a little bit more consistent and unified. So now what I'm going to do is where that wheat ear is, I'm actually going to draw a dandelion fluff thingy with the little seeds flowing off into the background, so it looks like she's making a wish. So I've still had a little bit of leftover stuff there on my gel plate that I've just mushed on to my page. Now I've got my Jane Davenport pastels out, so I can add in a little bit more colour into my girl so she stands out a little bit more. So I'm just using some of the skin tones and the pinks and whatnot, and adding in some eyes, her eyelashes, a little bit more detail around her face and her arm, just with black, that's just a little black rollerball pen. Putting some more details into her hair, and that really made a huge difference. I was really happy with that, how that just popped out. And yeah, just putting some more strands in her hair, down behind her arms and whatnot. A little bit of white Posca pen in there for her eye, and a little bit darker one for her cheek. Yeah, so just finishing her off there with some of Jane's pretty pastels. So she's looking pretty good. Well, I think so anyway. So yeah, I'm really liking how this page turned out. It's quite soft and not usually my really bright rainbow colours, but it's still nice and colourful, even though I've used the distress inks. So now I'm just writing a quote that says, "Some see a weed, but I see a wish." Yeah, so I'm just writing that out with kind of looks like courier text writing Well, that's the idea anyway. So I've just written that out there. And the last thing I've got here is some Schmincke Aqua Drop, I think it's called. And it's just like a translucent pearly ink here that's got a bit of a gold shimmer into it. It looks really pretty. So I've just wiped a little bit of that off because I had a little bit too much there. And the other thing I've got here is some acrylic ink in a silver, and I'm just dotting that around my page. So yeah, that looks really pretty. It looks quite white on the screen when you look at it, but it's actually silver. So yeah, here's some of the close-ups of my page. So I really hope I've inspired you to break out your distress inks and get creative. And till next time, see you later. Bye.